Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, just pushed the D15 in the garage here. Been snowing like crazy out there. So I'm trying to let some of the snow melt off of it. But this D15 here was a real nice tractor when I got it hauled in. But yeah, got it hauled in off semi, so I had to unload on the narrow road and it rolled over. So all the sheet metal's junk on it now. All the sheet metal was nice on it, but not no more. Radiator's all banged up. The grill can probably be bent back into shape, but the shell's junk, radiator's junk. Center hood panel, both hood panels were on it, they're junk. Fuel tank's all dented in. Fenders are both shot. And then the drawbar is also shot. It got bent in the process of everything, so that sucks, but hey, things happen. So now I'm gonna get all the junk parts off and try to get my money back, at least out of this tractor. Should have got my money back out of the sheet metal, but yeah, things happen and all the sheet metal's junk now. So get all that off there, send it all to the scrapyard, and try to make my money back on what's left. Most likely, a lot of it's gonna go to the scrapyard, but I'm gonna pull like the manifold, the carburetor, high-low clutch pack, rear tires and weights, seat assembly, hydraulic pump, whole drawbar assembly. It's just the drawbar that's junk. All the supports and everything are good. Fuel tank I'll probably put on eBay just because a good body guy can fix the dents that are in it. But yeah, the right hand side panel here somehow stayed intact, so can't get off there. But it has power steering, and get that distributor off there and we should be ready to go. So I guess what I'm gonna do is set you guys on the tripod and see what I can accomplish on this thing. I'd like to get at least all the ugly parts off here and start tearing down the motor and working my way back. I'm probably not gonna get to the high-low clutch pack today, but at least try to get most of it stripped down. Leave it a rolling chassis for now so I can pull it out and bring the skid loader back in here because it's nasty outside. So don't want the tracks freezing up on it. So I guess I will set you guys on the tripod and get to work. Here's where I think I'm gonna stop for today on this D15. Got a good chunk of it started anyways. Grill, radiator, power steering, or not power steering, distributor, governor, carburetor, gas tank, center hood panel, seat assembly, fenders, PTO shaft, drawbar. Quite a bit anyways. But everything just sold out there on auction time, so I'm gonna have to go send out a bunch of invoices and tax forms. So that's what I'm gonna go do the rest of the evening. So this is gonna have to be a different day project. So yeah, I'm gonna hop in the skid loader and get it drug out of here and pull the skid loader in for the evening. But yeah, I got a little chunk of it down. Next step is to pull the power steering pump off, and I'm probably gonna try to save this bolster because I think this is a narrow front bolster. So I think I'm gonna try to save that and get, I don't know if I'm gonna split it here yet or not, but I am gonna split it here, get the high-low clutch pack out, and get the hydraulic pump out of there, and drop the weights and the rear tires and whatnot. And the rest is scrap. So yeah, probably pull the valve cover and head off this one as well. I think it's a Series 2 is what this one is. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna get it drug outside and then pick you guys back up when I get started on this thing again. But another thing I did want to point out is I think before it got sent to auction, it had a weight bracket on it, because there's 3 bolts on this side and 2 bolts on this side. That means it had a front weight bracket. So that's a bummer, because that would have been sweet if there was a weight bracket and weights on it too, because that's the high dollar parts there. But yeah, oh well, I'm sure I'll still at least make my money back, hopefully. So I guess I'll pick you guys up when I push this back in here and get started on it again. And as you guys can tell, I got quite a bit done. At least you might be able to tell anyways. Went ahead and got the head off of there. Looks like this tractor probably would have ran. Doesn't look to be stuck or anything. This one has some bugs in it, but that's just from sitting. The other cylinders are all good. So it probably would have ran, and I probably would have tried to get it running if it didn't roll off the semi, but things happen, and gotta live with it. So I got the head off and the valve cover, rocker rail, all that stuff. Went ahead and pulled the dash out. Got that side panel off there to see the high-low clutch pack. And then I came under here and pulled the hydraulic pump out. Got the exhaust manifold, both platforms off, so forth. And then I did get all these bolts out here that so I can split the transmission and the inner tube to get that high-low clutch pack out of there. And then I have most of the bolts out of this right here, except for this one, and then the frame rail bolts to split right there, which if it won't come apart, I ain't gonna be too worried about it. But I think I'm gonna keep the block and the front end and all that for now, and I'll send it to the scrap yet. But the center section is gonna go to scrap, and the rear end is gonna go to scrap. After I get the high-low clutch back out there and a couple other things. I did get the remote off the back as well. It's right in there. Got it off. I'm gonna take these drawbar brackets off as well. And then I was gonna leave the rear weights on the wheels, but then I realized that these rear weights are international, like 554 utility weights or something like that. So I know they'll sell. So I went ahead and yanked them off, and then got all the bolts out except for 2 so I can drop the rear wheels. But I'm gonna do that outside and go from there. I do still have the power steering pump to pull off, but probably gonna leave it on for now until I get the motor detached from the front end. I think other than that, I pretty much got it for the most part done. Yeah, so I'm gonna drag it outside, get all the 4 tires off, split it back here first, and get that high-low clutch pack out of there. And then this one will about be done. So I'm gonna pick up all my stuff, get it out of the way, and then drag this tractor outside and get it split. So I guess I'll probably, as long as it ain't too windy out there, my tripod likes to blow over. So as long as it ain't too windy out there, I'll set the tripod out there and put it on time-lapse mode of yanking all the wheels off and getting it split. And just like that, I got it split, rear tires off and whatnot. Took me like 5 minutes. It came apart all pretty easy. I just set the other parts out there for now, because I ain't decided what I'm going to do with them yet. I'm sure the pistons and the sleeves ain't going to look that clean. Now that it's outside, because I ain't going to get to covering it up. And so I'll probably just go to the scrap, but I'll at least get that power steering pump. I'm going to keep the front end off that one and go from there. But here's what I'm after on this tractor. It's pretty rusty. It shouldn't be that rusty. That's because there was water, or somehow, yeah, water got in there. But so I'm not sure if it works or not. The inside looks pretty good. And in order to get this off, there's snap ring in behind that gear. It's kind of a pain in the butt to do, but I'll get her done. And then that's the last part I really want off of it. Didn't realize that I set it on this snap coupler release bar, so I'm going to torch that off real quick. Get the pressure off the high-low clutch pack so I can get it off of there easier. But yeah, that's the last part. That's the most valuable part for the most part on one of these D-Series tractors. That and like a hydraulic pump. But yeah, that tractor is pretty much done, so that means this video is pretty much done. I guess if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button for me. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. Seems like we're gaining quite a bit of subscribers here pretty quick, so thank you all. And yeah, I guess if you need parts off this tractor, shoot me a text, shoot me an email, find them on eBay. I'll leave a link to my eBay store in the description below. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.